Back with another episode of Council Bluffs Today, presented by Waldstein Plumbing. I am Todd Studer, and we are welcoming into the studio for the first time on video Bailey McQueen, who is the president this year of the Noon Rotary in Council Bluffs. Glad to see you again. Last time we talked was several years ago, yep. I think, with what is now you're working with Career Advantage and helping young people find a career path, which I think is a great program. But that's not why you're here today. We wanted to talk to you about the Rotary because I have visited. I've actually spoke there, and this is a really good group of business people in town. And tell us a little bit about what the Rotary is and why it exists.
Well, sure, Todd, and you're exactly right. It's an exceptional group of individuals. I am the president of the Council Bluffs Noon Rotary, so there is a lot of Rotary clubs around, but we are the Council Bluffs Noon Rotary, so we meet every Thursday at noon down at the Hoff Pace Center, and Rotary is about service over self. So when you talk about business leaders, it's this wonderful group of business leaders, community advocates, individuals who have been retired, but we all come together for the same common goal, which is that service over self. How can we help improve the community? How can we help recognize teachers, students, public safety, all those kinds of things while giving back? Because we all have a common goal that we believe Council Bluffs is amazing, and we believe that the people here are doing wonderful things. We want to make sure that we can help bring that to other people. And so we are a little under 90 members, shy of 90 members. We have a goal of 100 members. So like you said, you've been a guest and you've spoke there. So we're always encouraging our members to stay engaged, and weekly can be a commitment. But when there's a different speaker and there's different things going on in the community, it's great. You come, you have lunch at Pace, and you hear speakers, and it's just a great group of individuals who all have the common goal.
And with this group, it is appealing to speakers like myself and to some of the others that are in the community. So you're going to hear a pretty good presentation each week when you come in there, because it attracts those that are some of the biggest movers and shakers in town.
Absolutely. Like I went to Rotary and presented on Career Advantage behalf with Dr. Caracol in 2019-ish, like right when we were starting, and before the pandemic. And we went because it was an opportunity to get in front of a lot of business leaders and a lot of individuals who could see the benefit of a program like Career Advantage just launching off the ground. And so we went and we spoke, and then we dug into it a little bit more. And we had a lot of individuals in our circles and that were a part of Rotary. So we're like, okay, Kara joined. And then after about a year, she's like, hey, there's a lot of business people in this room, because a part of my job is to work with the business community to figure out how we can integrate young people into workforce experiences. So then I joined, and it became this sense of routine and lifestyle, because you never knew who you knew the people you were going to see, but then you never knew who was bringing a guest. You never knew, who you were going to see while you were there. So then the presenters are great, because then you get a chance when you're a Rotarian you meet somebody and you're like, hey, Todd, this is really cool. I want you to come present at Rotary, because you have a captive audience of all these individuals that have networking and connections and things like that. So yeah, it started as just a normal presentation for recruitment for the business, and then spiraled into agreeing to be the president of it. So a very good spiral, but
you mentioned networking a couple of times, but that's really not the core reason that it exists. It's a side, kind of like a side effect of, and it's a positive side effect.
It's a positive side effect, because the goal is the service portion of it. But a part of what businesses can do for their employees is offer the networking and offer the opportunity to get out of the buildings and to do service projects, to help with community volunteer, to give back to others. And so you meet somebody that in Rotary that, they don't know that there's clean sweep. They don't know that we're doing the 5th grade career fair, all those kinds of things. And so like, oh, I want to be a part of that. Well, then that business is now having that opportunity to be a part of it as well. So it's a full cycle. So the service part is 100% the core purpose, but that networking and that building lasting friendships, it's part of our 4-way test. But you build a network of individuals that you can call upon for anything that you may have going on with your business, your personal life, anything. And it's a special bond that you have when you're a Rotarian.
Talk about the meetings. So meet every Thursday at noon.
Yep.
How's it shaped? How does the meeting go?
Sure. So people start coming in about 11:45, and you grab lunch, and we're set up at pace on the main level there. Everyone eats, kind of chats, and things like that. And then when the program starts, we always start with our 4-way test about what it means to be a Rotarian, the pledge. We have thought and song of the day, which we're a singing club. So if you come, you may be singing, but it's an opportunity for club members to volunteer and really talk about something meaningful, and to really kind of get us thinking at the beginning of it. Keith Jones is a member, and he presented last week, and it stuck with me because it's all about nothing's promised. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. You have to start living life and doing things in the moment. And so it's just something that it really is supposed to be insightful and kind of help ground everyone. And then we go into clippings and good news, which is always exciting because you pay for those. You pay $1 when you're in the newspaper, or so I'm going to get hit hard, I think, next week. But no, it's exciting because we want to recognize the amazing work that our members are doing. So the clippings and good news is really when you can do that. All the people who are volunteering, who are making an impact, all those things. And then we go into a program. So the program's usually about 30 minutes, and it's different local community members and organizations and things like that have the opportunity to come and talk about the great work they're doing.
Council Bluffs Today is brought to you by Keith Jones, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Council Bluffs. Learn how he can help you reach your financial goals. Visit edwardjones.com for more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. 3 sisters, one simple idea. Better skincare starts with honest ingredients. Courtney, Kaylee, and Morgan have created real honest tallow right here in Southwest Iowa, handcrafting every small batch with beef tallow and thoughtfully selected oils. The result is rich, simple hydration for dry skin and sensitive skin. Available in inviting scents or the unscented bare formula. A little goes a long way. Give your skin something honest at realhonesttallow.com. Some meals feed the family. The right cut of meat makes them memorable. Rustic Cuts, Iowa's premier butcher shop, offers premium beef, pork, chicken, and specialty cuts, carefully selected and expertly prepared by their Council Bluffs team. Find the perfect steak for the grill. Stock your freezer with a meat box, or choose a gift card for someone who loves great food. Visit Rustic Cuts at 501 Veterans Memorial Highway, and then shop rusticcutsmeat.com.
I know that I was excited when I had an opportunity to present it. To be honest with you, a lot of the stuff that I talked about that day didn't come to fruition. Not really, but the general core of what I was talking about is.
Yep.
And I think that's a big part of it too, is I wasn't there, and I'm assuming that a lot of the speakers aren't there to talk about their accomplishments.
No.
It's not that.
No.
It is more to, here's what's going on right now. And that's fluid. That can change. So a person doesn't need to have it all figured out in order to get a lot of value out of this.
No, not at all. And again, you have the opportunity to present and talk about these things that may not come to fruition or may have to change or evolve over time, but that's the best, because then you have people already engaged. And then as it's changing and evolving, they're like, hey, do you need help with that? Hey, can we maybe try this? Things like that. So no, you don't have to have it all figured out at all, but it's a great place to get some people behind an initiative or a project or things like that.
That happened with me that day. I had a couple of different people come up and say, yeah, that's a good idea. How can I help? We've got some students here that can do this or that kind of thing. And making connections that I didn't know were going to happen going into that. So definitely a really great group of people. So you're at about 90 members. How big is it? I mean, because obviously people can't always make it every week. So how many do you usually have there?
Yeah, so we're a little shy under 90. We would like to get to 100. It depends. I will say when like Debbie Durham from the state comes and talks, we'll pack out. We'll be at 70, 75 people. That people are bringing guests, things like that. And then we have smaller groups. Sometimes they're around 20 and 25, but it really just depends on schedules and things like that. We like to have a 30, 40 person meeting. That's really kind of the goal, to stay there. But we We offer a Zoom option for some people. We did that after COVID. We're really looking to get away from that because the being in person, from being there, being in person has the biggest impact. And so, yeah, we're just reaching out and trying to encourage people to come back face to face. And
that face to face part and being in person part. When I first started these shows, and in fact, when I was talking with you, I was all remote.
Yep,
interviews.
we were on Zoom. Mm-hmm.
Very rarely was I doing an interview in person back then. But since coming into the studios and now having the ability with yourself, you can see each other. You can read body language a whole lot better in 3 dimensions than 2.
Yes.
All of that has helped my interviews, but it also helps when you're having meetings with people or you're doing Rotary and that type of thing. When you're in the same room, there's an energy that's involved with it that everybody shares.
Absolutely.
And that's a wonderful way to be able to get everybody facing the same direction on the same cause.
Yes, and your distractions are just limited. Like you're there and you're present and you're able to engage with everyone at your table. You're able to really focus on the speaker, things like that. I know when I'm home and I'm on Zoom or I'm in the office, I'm like, everything's happening around me. So it's nice to have that hour on Thursdays to really focus on all the great people in the room. And like you said, you came as a guest, so we encourage anyone that's a Rotarian or anyone that wants to potentially become a Rotarian, ask to come as a guest. There's nothing better than seeing it firsthand.
What's involved with becoming a Rotarian? I mean, obviously, there's probably a little bit of responsibility there. So
yeah, there is. It's by invitation. So a current Rotary member has to nominate you. It goes through the board, and then you're accepted in as a Rotarian. There's an initiation, there's an orientation, onboarding, all that kind of stuff. And then there's a whole list of fun things you get to do, but you present, you start with a red badge, and in order to get a blue badge, which is what the rest of the members have, the red badge is like your Rotarian in training, okay. But you have to do like the clippings, the good news, volunteer, attend different things. So it really gives you 6 months to a year to really kind of figure out what it means to be a Rotarian. But one of the best things, especially when I started, is the people. There's so many people that have been there 20 plus, 30 plus years as a Rotarian, and not a single one of them would turn down the opportunity to mentor or help someone coming in as a Rotarian. So that's the best thing I can say for potential new members, is you're going to get somebody who has longevity, and they're going to be really excited to help you.
I can definitely see the advantage to that, because for you and for the person, it's a way to make sure that nobody's slipping through the cracks. Yes. You didn't just come in and now you're just sitting here and we've left you behind because we're not paying attention. It's a way to integrate people, make sure that you are a part of this now. And when organizations do it that way, I think that's where the growth is at. Because, listen, 90 members is pretty significant when you're talking about the people that come in there. So I think that shouldn't have a problem hitting that 100. I think you'll hit that.
I hope so. But we really looked at it, because after COVID and bringing people back in, we realized we saw a little bit of a dip in decline. It's a commitment to ask people, but then once we really figured out, okay, that's what we had always done. You wrap people up, you help them, you mentor them, things like that. And then we kind of looked at that dip, and that's really moving forward. We're back to that kind of process. And we've already seen an increase of people seeing that benefit. And it's amazing, but people don't know what they don't know. So we have to make sure that they have someone who's the expert in that area and can help lead them. And yeah, we'll hit that 100 mark this year.
Looking for a place to relax, recharge, and take better care of yourself? Kinetics Massage and Bodywork has moved into the Omni Center in Council Bluffs. Owner and licensed massage therapist Tina Hebner offers customized massage and bodywork designed around what your body needs, from relaxation massage to focused therapeutic work. And with the move into the Omni Center, Tina is building towards something even bigger, a larger wellness space for the Council Bluffs community. Take time for yourself. Schedule with Kinetics Massage and Bodywork at kineticsbodywork.com. Technology should work for you, not against you. At ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT so you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. Council Bluffs Today brought to you by GLI Insurance Group. Summer in Southwest Iowa means road trips, backyard projects, storms, late weekends, and a whole lot more time on the go. Before the season gets too busy, make sure your insurance is ready for it. GLI Insurance Group can help you review your home, auto, business, farm, and life insurance so you know what is covered before you need it. Local people, local service, and coverage built around your life. Contact GLI Insurance Group today and head into summer with a little more peace of mind.
How has your meetings changed being the president? I mean, what's different from last year to this year for you?
Well, you know this, Todd, but I do not enjoy public speaking. It's not my strong suit. It's not where I thrive. I'm a behind the scenes person. So I was on the board previously and, did a lot of behind the scenes. We talked about things like that. But now I'm running the meetings. So I'm in front of our club members every week and talking to presenters and things like that. So it's changed significantly. I'm also heavily involved in like the grant projects and kind of the district level learning more about what they have going on. So it's changed significantly. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone, but I also really appreciate that. It's not something I thought I would do. I loved being a part of Rotary, but having to talk and lead that way. But it's only been only been doing it a month, but I'm really happy that I had the opportunity to do it.
But growth is seldom comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's just the nature of it. That's
you got to get
how it
uncomfy
works.
to grow. Yep.
And I've talked about it on the show before and with other people that I used to be petrified to speak in public, scared to death.
Never would have guessed.
I know, but this is what can happen. Now, granted, I put myself into a place to where I had to learn very, very quickly. Somebody sticks a microphone in front of your face and you're expected to talk, you're going to get over it. But yes, I mean, I used to be very scared to talk to people. The nerves would just almost overwhelm me. My voice would shake and everything else. And now I don't even think about it. I feel a little better when I'm standing in front of people than sitting out amongst the audience. That's just how I'm wired now. Growth can happen in there. And boy, you just never know. So this is what I'm seeing as a real benefit to this too, is what kind of growth can a person experience from there that they may not even be aware of as an option?
So much. There's so many opportunities to lead. There's so many, people don't see it as like a professional development opportunity, but as a business and sending someone to Rotary, it is. They have a chance to help chair a committee, to help be involved in like our soup luncheons that happen in October. And those are all leadership opportunities because you have to help plan and coordinate and reach out and then be involved when you're there. And just that engagement piece that Rotary brings is a huge opportunity for leading and learning. And that's all growth, especially when you're looking at your professional opportunities and professional growth. Rotary's right there offering every single month an opportunity to really hone in on that.
Well, if you know a Rotarian and you'd like to visit, reach out to them and say, hey, can I come with you? And I'm guessing the answer will be yes.
Always yes. Anyone can also reach out to myself. I'm happy to bring anyone to Rotary. I had a lot of people say, why'd you take this on? Because, I have 4 small children and I have a full-time job. And the answer was simple. It's the people in that club. There's not a single person I think I could say no to because they're all truly amazing people that if you walk in and you're like, oh my gosh, that's so-and-so. They've done this in the community. They've done that, things like that. So the people are great. And yeah, I'd take absolutely anyone that would like to come check it out.
On sitting in that president's chair for a year, is that how that works?
Yep.
Got a year.
I've got a year. And then Craig Showers will come in. He's the president-elect. And I know he's going to do great things. And yeah, it's not a lift that one solo person does. And that's what I love because I think I've had 5 or 6 past presidents already come up and say, hey, how can I help? What can we do? And thank goodness, because I'm like, I don't know, you need to tell me what you want me to do and we'll go from there. So they've all been wonderful.
Well, Bailey McQueen, thank you so much for coming in today. Grateful as always anytime I get a chance to talk to you. I know you think you're not good at public speaking, but that's That is so far from what we see as the recipients of what it is that you're saying. You're really quite good at it. You're just not comfortable.
I'm not.
It's two different things.
But I appreciate you affording the opportunity. Anytime I can talk about Rotary or Career Advantage, it's what I love doing.
Well, we have Dr. Kara coming in next week,
I think so.
To talk more about Career Advantage and what's going on with that too. So that is coming up soon on another episode. We also want to thank you for watching this episode of Council Bluffs Today, presented by Waldstein Plumbing. If you would do me a favor, see that like button? Maybe it says share, might say follow, could even say subscribe. Any or all of those things help the algorithm to push this information out even further. And all of the great things that Bailey was just talking about, more people see it and more people get to find out what life is like in our little corner of the world. So thank you in advance for that. And I'm looking forward to seeing you the next time. My name is Todd Studer. Hope you have a great day.